Hello and welcome to our podcast where we discuss everything your inner nerd loves. This is the Nerds Awaken. Today we are discussing DC's upcoming movie, Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice, which is set to hit theaters March 25th, 2016. Today I'm joined by my co-host, Grayson.
Hello and welcome, everybody.
Alright, without further ado, let's jump right in. Give us a plot of the movie.
Okay, so a quick rundown of the film's plot. Fearing the actions of a godlike superhero left unchecked, Batman takes on Metropolis' most revered modern-day savior, Superman, while the world wrestles with what sort of hero it really needs. And with Batman and Superman at war with one another, a new threat quickly arises, putting mankind in greater danger than is ever known before. The question of whether Superman is a man or a god looks to be the central point of conflict in this movie. Although Batman doesn't seem to be the only person who doesn't consider Superman to be a hero, the world itself seems to be a long way from accepting Superman as a hero. Now, focusing on the title for the movie itself, it's Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice. Now, what many people complained at first was that the movie was going to be too crowded. We are going to see Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, Lex Luthor, Doomsday, Cyborg, Aquaman, and The Flash. In retrospective, that is a lot of people, but I don't believe that makes the movie crowded, per se, because I do think that each character is going to be introduced in the right way. Each character is going to have a part to play. And, like it says in the title of the movie, it's Dawn of Justice, so it's clearly setting us up for the Justice League.
Another thing about the title, it is Batman v Superman, and then that is implying the first act of the movie is only Batman and Superman against each other. But second act would be the second half of the title, which is Dawn of Justice. Because Dawn of the Justice League, like Grayson said, it's going to be Wonder Woman, Superman, and Batman fighting Doomsday, and whoever else is going to appear. So that's just what we have speculated so far. Now, back to the characters. For those of you who don't know, we have, for the superheroes and the supervillains, for the heroes, we have Ben Affleck appearing as Batman, aka Bruce Wayne. We have Henry Cavill appearing as Superman, aka Clark Kent. We have Gal Gadot appearing as Wonder Woman, aka Diana Prince. Jason Momoa as Aquaman, aka Arthur Curry. Ezra Miller as The Flash, aka Barry Allen, and we know that he's only appearing as The Flash, in costume. He's not going to appear as Barry Allen yet. Then we have Ray Fisher appearing as Cyborg, aka Victor Stone, but we know with him, he's only going to be appearing as Victor Stone, not Cyborg yet. Jenna Malone appearing as Barbara Gordon. There's rumors that she's going to appear in the movie, maybe in her Batgirl costume, but it's more likely she will appear as Oracle. Also, Dan Amboyer is cast as a drone pilot, which, as we know, Green Lantern is a pilot, so that kind of, we've been thinking that maybe he is going to eventually appear as Green Lantern. I don't know, we don't know yet, so we'll have to wait and find out for that.
And now, for the bad guys appearing in the movie, we have Jesse Eisenberg, who is playing Lex Luthor. I think that the Lex Luthor we are seeing here is it's the beginning of the Lex Luthor we know and love in the comics, because he has hair like he did in the beginning, but I think he's eventually going to lose his hair because of kryptonite poisoning, and we already know that kryptonite is going to be in the Batman v Superman movie. We see a manipulative Lex who acts as a puppet master uses his connections with the government to place Superman under trial so he can be acquitted for his crimes against humanity after the Battle of Metropolis. Also appearing in the movie, we have Michael Shannon, rather his body, because that's what Lex Luthor is going to use to ultimately create Doomsday, which is Lex's ultimate weapon against Batman and Superman in case all else fails. Also in some minor roles, we have Tao Okamoto playing Mercy Graves. In the comics, Mercy Graves is Lex Luthor's personal bodyguard. And we also have Kellen Mulvey, who has been reportedly cast as the KG Beast, but there hasn't been any confirmation of that yet. Next up, we're going to be discussing a couple of scenes that might be setting up separate storylines for the DC Extended Universe. We're going to start first off with what is being described as the Nightmare sequence. There's a sequence we've seen that involves Batman being captured by soldiers in the desert. They have Superman's crest on their shoulders. It also includes a scene where all the soldiers are kneeling in the presence of Superman. If we analyze the context of the movie, this scene doesn't really fit with the rest. That's why it has been called the Nightmare sequence. One of the key aspects of this sequence that we saw is seeing Superman removing Batman's mask and seeing Bruce Wayne. Whether secret identities will be revealed or not is an open question after this scene. So, is this dream sequence really good news? It essentially throws the scene out there. It's certainly very intriguing because during that scene we see Batman in his desert outfit fighting let's call them Superman's army, and during their fight we see some strange creatures flying across the sky. Okay, now theories are suggesting that those creatures may be parademons, which are Darkseid's army. And today there was a new still that was released that shows Batman looking into the horizon, into a wasteland, and carved on the ground is a giant Omega symbol, again hinting at Darkseid. So I believe that this Nightmare sequence is setting up Darkseid for possibly one of the Justice League movies that we are going to see in the future.
The next scene that has possible ties with future movies and other things that we have not seen yet is the Robin costume. We see the Robin costume in the Batcave. Bruce Wayne has it in a display case, obviously as a memorabilia. On it says, "Ha, joke's on you, Batman, ha ha ha." So obviously, Jason Todd died. Joker spray painted on that. That shows either there might be a flashback scene to when Jason Todd got killed, or it leaves doors open for the future in like the solo Batman movie that we know we're going to see, and maybe even the Justice League. We might see Red Hood appear. We might see even more Robins appear. We don't know if any Robins are going to appear in Batman vs. Superman unless in a flashback scene.
I agree.
And going back to talking about other tie-ins, another thing is the Joker. Obviously, like I said before, with the Robin suit, we might see the Joker killing Jason Todd. And as we've seen in the Suicide Squad trailer, we see Batman on top of the Joker's car, which shows that obviously Batman is going to be in the Suicide Squad. And they say that all the villains that are in the Suicide Squad were ones that were captured and put away by Batman. Another thing that is a rumor, which doesn't have to do with the Batman v Superman movie, but it does have to do with the Batman solo movie that has a tie-in with Suicide Squad, is that we may see Deadshot in the solo Batman movie. having him in the Batman movie would actually help people that don't understand the core that ties everything together. That would, if they've seen Suicide Squad, if they've seen Batman v Superman, and then they watch the Batman solo movie and see both of them in it, that would better tie all the movies together.
And if Deadshot does end up appearing in the solo movie, it's for a major role in the good, the bad, and the ugly scenario.
Yes.
So basically, we would see Deadshot and Batman joining forces in a movie. There hasn't been any real confirmation about that, but both Ben Affleck and Will Smith would be willing to work together on this project. Basically, the possibility of Deadshot joining the solo Batman movie relies on how good Affleck turns out to be as Batman. I do think he's going to do a great job.
Yes, I think the cast is perfect, honestly.
I'd say so too. I think every one of them is going to do an amazing job at their own roles.
So, anyways, I think it's going to be a great movie. I don't think they made any mistakes from what we've seen so far in the trailers. I have really, really, really high expectations for the movie that I'm sure the movie is going to reach.
I agree. I think this is going to be an amazing movie, which is going to help set up the future for the DC Extended Universe. Honestly, with all we've seen from the trailers, people say that they've shown too much. I don't think so. I think there are still many questions that were left unanswered.
Okay, well, thank you guys so much for watching. Leave a comment down below what you think is going to happen in the movie. What do you think of some of our ideas about, the theories of like the dream sequence and the Robins, and so on and so forth? Please like, comment, and subscribe.
And don't forget to tune in for next week's episode where we are going to talk about Star Wars. So get excited.
Get excited. All right, guys. See you later.
Bye, guys.